A lot of people do wrong is like straight away trying to go for the sale, trying to go for the kill, but it's actually qualifying people and saying, hey, I know I'm reaching you out of the blue, and finding something in common, and then you can sell. So you gotta do what you gotta do with what you have. If you have limited resources spent on marketing, do cold outreach. But there is a way to do it. There is a way how you can take cold into warm.
Namaste Hero.
Hello, Namaste Hero.
So today finally I have one of my very good and closest friend, Carmen Habibi.
Hey, I'm so excited. Finally, I'm on your podcast. Wow.
Yes, I've always wanted this, and today we got from this universe a beautiful space here in the Bridge Summit. So I'm super happy for that. And I want to introduce you very quickly. 14 years of sales experience. You've been a keynote speaker and been at big events, worked with amazing international people, sales strategist, and you have written your own book and grown communities from UK, Germany, and here in Dubai.
Wow, what an introduction.
Wow. I
Thank you.
mean, you are someone really amazing and someone
Thank you.
very special who have always also got my back and always supporting me. You are amazing. Thank you for being you.
Thank you so much. No, I'm very grateful to be surrounded by the best and most inspiring people like yourself. So it takes like iron sharpens iron. I feel like this is what we do for each other. We have so many conversations that are not recorded, but it could be literally podcast interviews. And yeah, I'm looking forward to deep dive with you.
So true. So amazing. Okay, Yalla. So the audience is really excited, right? We're going to talk about sales because this is your major expertise, right?
Yes.
So, what's one thing that people get wrong about sales?
Well, there's many things, but first of all, it's not seeing yourself as a sales professional. You don't have to have the sales title to be a sales pro. So anybody who's got a product or service or message is in sales. If you have a conviction about something, you are in a position where you want to offer it to the world and you want to influence the world and create impact with it. So it doesn't have to have a sales title. That's the first thing. The biggest mistake is how people define sales. That's why they have a big resistance towards sales. So a lot of people see and view sales as manipulative, as pushy. And of course, they don't want to be perceived as this person. And many people fear rejection. And sales is a thing that gives you a lot of rejections when you put yourself out there. So what I do is I help people completely change their mindset around sales by redefining what sales is. That actually sales equals serving. And
Wow.
real true selling is helping and guiding people to make the best decision for them. But your job is to make an offer and to communicate what you have to offer so clearly and with so much certainty that your ideal client can not just hear you, but also buy from you. So you can create that impact in the world. And when you start making that change, that mindset change, that's the first step. And then seeing rejections as redirections. It's an opportunity for growth. Sales is one of the biggest character building skills that you can have because it exposes so much about yourself. And yeah, I'm super excited. I can talk much more about it. So ask me questions.
I love it. I love it. Super interesting. I can really see the passion in you when the topic is thrown at you. So, this is amazing. And I'm going to ask you a very funny but yet interesting question. Okay.
Sure.
Have you seen those videos in Egypt or in Dubai where a lot of Egyptians, they're really, first of all, amazing people. They come up to you and they somehow are able to sell. Is it an Egyptian characteristic or is it a general characteristic that anyone can do?
Well, I don't know specifically about the Egyptians, but they're great salespeople. So in general, they're hustlers. They're hustling. They don't have this fear of rejection. Their job is every day. They're properly motivated, of course, but they by their necessities. They need to sell to eat, and I feel a lot of times we don't have this urgency. A lot of people don't feel this urge because a lot of people are used to having a 9 to 5 job and they get a paid salary. So you don't have this urgency, this hunger, what I need to get out there and be performance based. So those people, they're probably just earning commission. And when you're on commission only, you are more hungry. So what I would say, whether you are having a salary job or not, get out there like you don't have any any other source of income, and this is your only way to get out, because yeah, you need to have that urgency, that hunger, and that's what those people like Egyptians have.
Wow, that's so nice answer. I didn't look at that way, the urgency. So I think anyone in life right now, if they're stuck, they should find a sense of urgency. In that way, they can expand onto their sales and really be successful in their lives.
Well, I met a lot of world-class leaders and successful people. And, you look at people like, for example, I know it's very controversial, but someone like Donald Trump, before he became the president, he was a very strong and still is a very strong businessman, right? So he made millions and he lost it. So when he lost it, he got up to making millions again. So what I realized when I study those people, those world-class successful people, what they all have in common, they have that same hunger. They have got all the money, but they operate like they don't have any.
Wow.
And having that hunger every day, no matter what success you have, because the biggest danger that you can have when you reach that level of success is to get comfortable. But what the pros do is they stay hungry. They operate like they don't have it. And they're still humble themselves to be open to constantly grow. And that's the key pattern that I've seen.
Is it also this passion that you see? Because if they are into the same passion, they wouldn't get tired of doing. So whether they make it or they don't make it, or even when they make it, they wouldn't stop because they are insanely passionate about it.
Yes. So I've seen two types of people. There's a type of person that is attached to the outcome. They are motivated by the end goal. And when they are achieving the end goal, they relax. And now there's a second person that makes it long term. And the second person is attached to the process, to the game. They're in it for the process. They're in it for the game, and they're the ones you can see they are making it through decades. They will still do what they do even after they retire. So I see myself as this person. I love the game. I love the process, whether I get paid for it or not. And I have done this for many years, non-paid, because I know I'm driven by so much purpose and passion, and I want to create transformation and legacy in the world. And those people, it's a difference because you're not attached to the end outcome. I've recently, one of my mentors, he's a multi-millionaire, built multiple nine-figure businesses. He told me something. He said to me, Carmen, whether you have 100,000 or a million, it's just an added zero to them. So, at the end of the day, when you are going through this wealth upgrade, it's just another added zero. But what this added zero means is you are creating new opportunities, you are meeting new people, you are having new challenges that you overcome, or you're so proud of yourself that, you have grown as a person in your character, and really loving the process, developing a product and service that is so world class, that creates really impact in the world, and seeing your end consumer using these services, using these products, and being transformed by it. That is the true joy and contentment.
And this is the real value and definition of a hero. You are the hero. Look at you, because I think anyone who's hearing right now, they can know that you are operating from the place of giving.
Yes, you have to. Yes.
And that is so
Absolutely.
nice. You want to provide value and you really want to do something that you're really insanely passionate about, and nothing can stop you. So that's so amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so
And
much.
one thing that I would like to ask you is uh, how much discount is a good discount?
How much discount is a good discount? My first question is, why do you want to discount yourself?
Not discount the thing that I'm buying.
So everything is about a perceived value.
Okay.
So, how do you want what you're offering to be perceived?
So let's say I went to a shop and I want to buy something, and they told me $100. I want it for $70. So I'm asking in that perspective.
Mhm.
So like, because you know how especially in India we like to ask for discounts.
Yes.
When we want to go for buy vegetables, we wanna. So I want to ask you in that manner, like.
Well, as a sales professional, you need to know your market. So you need to know your audience. So if you know that there's a certain ideal client audience that are after discounts, you offer discounts, yes. But another market, another ideal client audience, they would view discounts as something cheap, and because they are discounted, they wouldn't buy. So I believe it's all about understanding your market, understanding your ideal audience, and communicating in a way that they can buy from you and they can see that perceived value. So it is depending on audience. So what works in one audience does not work in another audience.
Wow, that's so nicely said. So it's good for the people who are building so they can take care of these in their respective countries and places and regions
That's
and go ahead. Oh, nice, amazing. And so, sales, right? Like, what do you think for the beginners right now in their journey? What do they need to know very urgently so that they can make a successful career?
So a lot of people may think that it is all about your script. You have to have your perfect script, objection handling, your role playing, all those things,
Mm,
or having the product knowledge.
mm.
However, what I've come to conclusion, it is not just what you say, it is how you say it. Your energy introduces you before you even open your mouth. People make a decision on you. So what I teach is building that certainty first. And I use sales as a tool to help you build that confidence because people make a decision. Back then in the days, it used to be 7 seconds until people make a decision to buy from you. Now, with the social media TikTok brain,
Three
it's
seconds.
less than 3 seconds. It's even a second right now. So people can sense your certainty and energy. And the certainty that you need to have is not just certainty in yourself, but the certainty in the products and services that you're selling. And if there's any incongruencies, that can delay your sales or even restrict your sales. So my job is to help people to build that certainty and confidence because not just what you say, it is how you say it, and your first seconds counts.
And I can say you all, she's the walking and talking of it because I've been with her to places, and you are what you say, and it's so nice when people are around you. They are so nice and open. I
Thank,
really love that about you.
thank you so much.
And yes, so now in your life, right, as you're growing communities, what is that one thing that you are learning in this journey and that you want to give utmost importance to?
Yes. So growing communities is all about a community is attached to a vision,
Mm.
having a compelling vision towards something. So, for example, I'm a person that is of faith. However, I'm also obsessed and love business and entrepreneurship. And I want to create a community that is faith and business based and entrepreneurial and faith. I want to see successful leaders who are in the faith space and who don't deny their faith, but actually speak about spirituality in business because business is one of the most spiritual experiences that you can have next to marriage, next to having children. So, and I use my faith and my spirituality a lot in my business. So, when the more authentic we are with who we are, the more we are able to communicate it with clarity, the more people are getting attached to that vision and want to be part of a community. So I would say be clear of who you are, communicate and express yourself unapologetic because you will not be everybody's cup of tea. But your right people will find you. The more authentic and the more real you are to yourself, they will be attracted to you. And that's how you build community. So, for example, in my sales space, I have a lot of women coming up to me because I speak on big stages among world class leaders. And a lot of times I'm one of the only female speaker on the stage with 12 other men. So a lot of women come up to me and say, wow, I want to do this as well. I have a message as well. So, it's me showing up fully and helping others, giving them the encouragement, empowerment to come also up and express themselves. So show up as a leader, be in conviction, believe in what you do, and be unapologetic about it because you will have haters, you will have people reject you, but you don't focus on them. You focus on the mission, the vision, stay authentic to yourself, and that's how people become a magnet to you.
Wow, you are really savvy.
Thank
That's so true. And if I see 12 or 14 men and then you only, I still know that you have outplayed every one of them. Like I've seen you while talking and you really ace it.
Thank you.
So this is something also I really love. I have some quick questions for you. Okay?
Sure, bring it on.
Whoa. Okay. So these are like one liner or two liner, okay?
Yes.
What's one sales tactic you wish everyone would stop using?
Yeah, so it's when you're speaking to the prospect, it is always hi, am I speaking to this person, and sounding like a robotic salesperson instead of just greeting people as humans and just meeting them as friends, talking to them like they're friends. So not being too trying to be too professional.
What do beginners do that screams they are not a real salesperson?
They all speak about the futures and benefits straight at the beginning. They want to get married before they actually even ask for the date. So it is, first of all, show the value first, what is in it for them, communicate very clearly at the beginning what's in it for them, and then ask.
Okay, this is another question, but I think I will give the answer for this
Bring it.
because I know for you. If you could teach only one sales skill, what would it be? Can I answer for you and then you tell me it's wrong or right?
I love to hear it. Bring it.
Confidence.
Wow. How did you know?
Hello, come on, I'm your very good
Did
friend.
you know? Yes, it is your certainty, your energy. That is what sells.
Okay, lovely. What's the sales advice that changed your whole career?
View every single interaction, conversation as it's the first time. When you are in sales, when you're selling any product and service, you may repeat the same script a million times, 100 times, but you need to understand the person that you're talking to, they're hearing it for the first time. So treat every single person, give them the same energy, the same passion. Even though you have done it a million times, give them the same energy and passion. It's like the best musician, they sing the same song 1,000 times, but they do it like it's the first time because the audience members, some of them, they have seen them for the first time. So it is my duty when I show up, no matter how many times I say the same script, I will treat the person, I will be the most present with them, I'll give them the most energy because they deserve my presence. Yeah.
Lovely. Really amazing. And now, reality of sales in Dubai. Please. How is it like? Give us some controversies.
Oh, well, there's a lot of real estate agents, and what I've noticed is it's all this diverse cultures and different countries, and um, a lot of them haven't got any sales training, so basic communication with humans. It's they're going a lot. What I've experienced, some of them are very professional at the high level, but there are very few. The majority are going straight for the kill. What I mean by this, they instantly go just sell. You know what I mean? They don't qualify their clients. They don't take the time to identify their problems so they can provide them a solution. They just wanna, you can see in some of them, they've got like the commission eyes where they've got the dollar signs in front of their eyes, and people can sense that. So I would say every person that is selling in Dubai or in the world is invest in your skill set to master the art of sales. Because when you do this right, a lot of people think sales happens at the end, but actually sales happens at the very beginning. It is how you qualify people, how you take them through the process from the very first 5 minutes. That's actually how you close the deal at the end. And you don't even have to sell at the end if you do the beginning side right. And what most people do wrong is the beginning. So, in addition to this, we are in a new world. We are living in the world of artificial intelligence. And it is how do you incorporate artificial intelligence? I believe AI is like money. AI is a magnifier of who you are. And sometimes we can use artificial intelligence wrong, but there's a way to use artificial intelligence in the right way. So this is something to just think about. How can I multiply, magnify myself without losing your authenticity and your human aspect? And that's very important. Yeah.
Wow, very nicely said. And so I want to ask you one thing, that is cold calling good or bad? Because everyone is tired of it.
Cold calling. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Absolutely.
Is
Yeah.
it because like everyone is tired and but they're like we get like the response rate is really low?
Yeah. So with there's cold calling, there's cold outreach via email, message, LinkedIn, all those different channels. And if someone has got very little resources to do marketing, if someone is just like starting up their business, this is their only way, one of their only ways as they're building their brand and, building their social media content. And this is maybe one of the only solutions at the beginning to do cold outreach. So I would say 100% yes, you gotta do what you gotta do with what you have. If you have limited resources spent on marketing, do cold outreach. But there is a way to do it. There is a way how you can take cold into warm. And the way is to find something in relation. So when contacting people, what a lot of people do wrong is like straight away trying to go for the sell, trying to go for the kill, but it's actually qualifying people and saying, "Hey, I know I'm reaching you out of the blue," and finding something in common, and then you can sell.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. So much wisdom, and you have so much depth of knowledge. And I'm so happy that you are here today and be able to be so much authentic and share the real value that who you are.
Thanks.
So thank you so much for being on this podcast today.
Thank you, Maddy. It was
Yes.
pleasure, honor.